spiritual coach Ari Mack, and welcome to Manifesting with Ari Mack. Now, we are going to cover the June newsletter that I put out. It's a free report with astrology in it. We're going to go over that today. We're also going to talk about some upcoming energy to get you guys ready. We have a couple of configurations. Now, I'm a spiritual life coach. All right. I don't predict the future. I help you plan it. I've helped hundreds, if not thousands of people connect, use their strength, their affirmations, their aromatherapy. I got you on the astrology so they can navigate this thing called life to create the success that you want, the happiness that you want, because it all starts with you. So I'm going to share with you some of the tidbits from this report. It's the June 2026 report. And let me tell you how I get to this. Being an astrologer, I am always looking at people's charts. People actually pay me in the natal for a natal chart, which is a birth chart, to review, to look at the aspects of where their strengths are, some of their weaknesses, and some issues they need to work out. So I have been looking at charts forever. I mean, it seems like forever. I would actually go to the library when I was a kid and sit in the astrology section and hand write out my actual charts, like literally the will, the houses, the whole nine, the whole nine. Astrology looks very much like an eyeball because it's a key into your soul. It gives you insight, it gives you information, it tells you what you came down here to do. All right, it's actually a very healthy tool. And I use the charts that I have had for many, many, many years. I've had over 500, 600 clients, 700 clients, something like that. And so I have a plethora of charts from every single sign that I use to write this report with. So that's how I get the information for the astrology report. Now, I am an astrology, but I'm a spiritual coach astrologer, which means my work deals with the energy that's going on around it, spiritually speaking. So it's not just based on logic. The metaphysical world, which is where free will lives, where we can decide what we want and how we want to manifest it, that's where I reside because I've seen the power of the mind and the spoken word. It's incredible, especially if you feel comfortable. So for you guys that's been with me for a while, some of this is going to be a little redundant because I know you've already read the report. And for those who've never been here before, welcome, and let's get started. Now, the first thing I'm going to tell you coming up is that we got a new moon in Gemini on the 15th, which is next week. Now, this new moon is it's all Gemini because the sun's in Gemini. Happy birthday, Geminis, and we're communicating. Now, we have a huge planet, Uranus, all right, that's also sitting in Gemini. So communications is key right now to your success. Really stop and think about what you're saying and who you're saying it to, guys. All right, it's really important that you think before you speak because your words will go out and be heard and manifest in your life. Okay, now romance is also going to be high. All right, because the sun's going to move into Cancer on June 21st. Okay, now that's going to be the last time that Jupiter, which is in Cancer right now, is going to be hooking up. Hey, hi, Fairy Amy, how you doing? So this energy for Cancers, if you're a water baby, right? If you're a Cancer baby, this is a time for you to really knock it home. Whatever it is that you've been working on, whatever it is that you've been trying to make happen, I need you to stop trying and just do it. Okay? Because when the sun enters your sign of Cancer and Jupiter sitting on top of you, you got that extra juice, Cancers, to really not only harvest what you want, but you have that stamina to create that vibrational energy, right? So that you can be successful. Because that's what this is about, right? So that's going to be starting on June 21st. Now, Mercury, the planet of communications, which is what we all see, you can see it in the sky, all that good stuff, is going to do its first retrograde for the year. It's going to be the first one, which is not bad, guys, because it's June and we haven't had any retrograde. So a Mercury retrograde specifically. And for those who've been with me, you know retrogrades slowly just pick up and try to drive you nuts because the universe is trying to redirect you to something that they can't speak to you about. Right? So your prayers, your affirmations, your meditations, this retrograde is going to show you how to allow those to manifest. Yeah? Now, I also want to talk to you guys a little bit about some aromatherapy because This month at Candles by Ari, we're featuring the lemon verbena candle. Now, all our candles come with an actual affirmation that works on them. It's been working for decades. So I would suggest you go to the site, check out the candle of the month, lemon verbena, and grab yourself one because it actually has a powerful affirmation that has worked for over 15, 20 years for my clients. I can speak authentically because I've seen the actual manifesting. Okay? So find yourself, damn, that's good. This is lemon verbena. Okay, so it has a certain level of lemon that's bergamot because true lemon comes from a bitter part of the lemon. And I use a combination of lemon and bergamot in my candles. So it actually makes you salivate and it actually runs communications. Like this is actually a communication candle. So I'm sorry, I'm smelling this because it actually makes me salivate and it calms me down and gives me focus. Find something aromatherapy that calms you down. Now, I'm going to recommend sandalwood, okay? Because sandalwood is one of those big ones. Hey, Gracie Miller, thanks for joining in. Sandalwood, you guys, is the most calming spiritual scent I have ever experienced in my life. Ever, ever, ever. It's used a lot in perfumes. But sandalwood creates an ambiance around you so that your head thinks clearly about what you're trying to say. It basically gives you clarification of the mind because it keeps you relaxed. And when you're relaxed, guys, you make better choices. Okay? So with Mercury getting ready to do its retrograde for the first time this year, that means Mercury is going to be pulling away from the Earth, which means the satellites are going to be acting up, which means communication is going to be a little bit funky. I would suggest you do backups on all of your materials. I'm not even playing with you guys. If you have a pen and piece of paper, write down phone numbers. Just have a source that is not 100% reliable just on the electrical part because the digital world will be affected by this retrograde. Big time. It's in water. Okay. When Mercury's in a water sign, it not only messes with the air, but it also creates a lot of emotional fluxes where we question and we doubt, which is totally fine. If you do your homework like I'm asking you to, you should be fine. You should be able to rationalize and calm your ass down to know whatever's happening is not just personally towards you, it's a universal flow of energy around you. Okay. So that's about to start. And that's going to be going on for pretty much the whole month of July. And I'll have a report for that later, but please try to be patient. Please don't show your ass. Try to think about how you would want to be treated. That is the best measuring stick that I can give you. If you want to be treated kindly with respect, try to emulate that. And when in doubt, just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. I'm not even kidding. If you know that you're going to say something that's going to cause a ruckus, kick up some shit, or possibly cause you problems, then you need to decide if that's worth it. Because this retro, because it's going to be going on so long, you will deal with fallout. Okay? You will have some repercussions. People will have opinions. And, you know, if you do anything on the internet, just be ready to stand by whatever you've done. Okay? Just stand by it. Because running from it or hiding from it only makes people chase you more. When you actually stand and own it, what can anybody say to you? What can they say? They say that you made a bad choice and you're silly and you're stupid. You may feel those things. So, okay? Because here's the cool part. Jupiter, the planet of expansion, is going into Leo. I am so geeked about this. I am so excited about this because I love Jupiter in Cancer because I think it's great for home and balance and security. But Jupiter in Leo is comfortable there. I mean, Leo is like the sun. It's like the main character in a movie. And when Jupiter, which is normally ruled by Sagittarius, starts pushing up on that planet, ooh la la, because they're both fire related. And then you got Saturn in Aries and Neptune in Aries. And this Uranus configuration with Gemini and Pluto, guys, it's a sextile party. And sextile means, just like it says, unification, sexy, things happening, people wanting to do things, and change. Change. So when Jupiter starts doing its thing in Leo, which will be there for one full year, this energy will be available. And I think Saturn and Neptune are going to be in Aries as well. So it's going to be a banging year. Okay. You have to decide, where do you want to place that energy? Right? What are you trying to accomplish? Now, for my fire signs, my Aries, my Leos, and my Sagittarius, you guys are on it. And I do have um, a little bit of information real quick because the retro's happening, the shift's happening, spiritual impact. I do in this report give information for every single sign. Okay, so each zodiac sign gets a little note for the month that you can use as a cheat sheet. Okay, all right, so check this out. For Aries, you got to slow down and be more strategic. Okay, because you got all this energy, but you need to think about what you're saying. Get the report and it'll give you a little bit more detail. Okay, Taurus, know your value, know your worth in time and energy. Can't emphasize enough. Don't overgive. Okay. Gemini. Now, this is very interesting, Gemini, because I feel like you're merging into another being. So if you feel like things that you used to be interested in are not working, you're probably correct. All right. And then we got the Cancer. Now, you guys, okay, just continue your healing. All right. You have Jupiter sitting on top of you for the whole year. Now you need to count all your blessings and see what the universe is giving you. That's the biggest advice I can give you. Okay. Leos, just get ready to step into the light. Okay, Leo, just own it. Can you just own it? Like, don't play the game. Don't act like you're coy. Walk in with that brash attitude and that freaking energy that only a Leo can possess. Okay. Own it. Virgo, don't be such a control freak. All right. With this Mercury retrograde coming up, flow with it, do what you can, and stay in mental balance. Okay, Virgo? Meaning when you start getting tired, stop. Libra. Now, you need to choose alignment over approval. Okay? That means your spirit needs to be in a good space, Libra, before you try to be helpful and give too much of yourself because you're going to end up with the short end of the stick. All right? Scorpio. Now, I love the fact that you guys are in such a transformational position. All right. Scorpio right now is one of those superpowers that if you are a developed spiritually Scorpio, all right, you are feeling more powerful than ever before. You got a lot of clarity and you know where you're going. If you're undeveloped, try to find a place to put your energy, volunteer, do something for others. It'll help bridge the gap of what you need to do. Okay. Sagittarius. Now, you guys, see, you've been very faithful despite all this emotional shit that's been going down with you for this last year. My mom's a Sag, so I keep up with this one. Okay. Now that Sag is going to have that fire from Leo, you need to push through. Like whatever it is that you've been doing, Sag, do not take any prisoners. Hit it, knock it out of the park. If you want it, make it happen. Because Lord knows Jupiter's going to give it to you. Capricorn. Now, Capricorn, you've got a really good year. Like this month is really about your focusing on innovation, letting things come in. Saturn being in Aries is giving you a chance to open up and not run around like a crazy person, Capricorn. Actually, just open up and see what you need and allow people to come in to help you. There's nothing wrong with that, Capricorn. Actually, it's good for your soul because it makes you feel like people care. Now, Aquarius. Of all of the signs right now, Aquarius, I feel like you're in the position of the most power. Because with Uranus being in Gemini and then Pluto being in Aquarius, you have this like restless energy happening, right? You want to do something. You're like a cat on the hot tin roof. Use that energy for prayer, meditation, and focus on long-term goals, Aquarius. And see, the other thing about Aquarius is you don't really know how other people see you because you're usually kind of in your own little world doing your own little thing. So I'm going to ask you, Aquarius, to come down out of your cloud and just kind of check out and see what people are saying and doing, how things are going for them. Yeah. Now, Pisces. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Now, I've been telling you for the last year to protect your energy and let somebody come in that matches you. Okay? Well, guess what? You still got to protect your energy. For this whole month of June, okay, and you could read about more of it in the report, Pisces is going to be forced to stay on task. Yeah, to completion. All right. I mean, not just talking about it, not just claiming you want to do it, but actually stick to your guns till it's done. Yep. And you know what the beautiful part is? You're so close to it being done, it's not even funny. Seriously. Okay. Pisces has been given the short end of the stick for the last 7-8 years, and now your blessings are coming in, but you got to own them, Pisces. Now, to all of my signs, I'm going to tell you right now, it is not a time for you to slow down in the sense that whatever your aspirations or goals are, you need to make that more of a priority. Now, a little suggestion I'm going to make, and I do this with all my clients, is to take 15 minutes a day, just 15 minutes, and either say your affirmation or think about your goal or even sit and do your visual board. All right? Just 15 minutes. Just 15 minutes. You would be very surprised how calming your mind, focusing your body, hi Apex, will create this vibration that you won't be so freaked out at everything that happens. Yeah, because some of this stuff, especially as truth and energy comes down, you have to brace yourself because it is kind of different when things happen and your initial response is to go, fudge, what the hell? I don't like it. That's totally normal. Take that step back. Take those few moments. Use your affirmations. Smell something nice. Mm. Now, Candles by Ari, we do it right. Okay? Look at that yellow. Look how beautiful that is. And it smells divine. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. And that's our featured candle for this month at candlesbyrf.com. Mm. Now, also, guys, make sure you're drinking your water. 64 ounces in 24 hours is reasonable. All right? Because dehydration starts the whole process of you're going down that slippery slope of being miserable and unhappy and tripping out and, saying things you can't take back. So take care of yourself. Make sure you're getting enough sleep and try to eat a fruit and vegetable every day. Just one apple, a piece of celery. This does not have to be a big deal and overthink it. Keep it simple. Okay? Now, a couple of dates I want you guys to remember, all right, is this Sunday, which will be the 14th, I'm doing the mindful guided meditation through Zoom. It's at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. You can register for it on my website. I put together these classes because I know just putting information out and getting you into the GAP program, which I suggest you all try it for $9.99 for 1 month, because you get free classes if you're a part of that program. All right. Otherwise, you have to pay a la carte as we go through it. But the thing about the GAP program is it's a guided astrology program, and it's like me being your coach because I do check in and I do follow up and I do ask questions because I do care. And a part of your success is just knowing you got somebody that's preying on you, somebody that's watching over you. And the free classes give you a chance to interact. You can just join the GAP. It's $9.99 to start. It's an intro price. Then after that, it's $29.99 a month. You can cancel at any time. But let me just tell you this. The reports, the classes, the updates, the follow-throughs, all those things involved in GAP create a community of people who care. And that would be me because I'm the head of that community. And we are expanding. Okay? And you need that energy. So to create love, guys, you got to be loving inside of yourself. You got to want yourself to do better. You have to send out a vibration that you want to receive in return. As I said earlier, how would you want to be treated? So in this program, because I can't read every single person, I do my best to make sure every single thing we send out is quality information to keep you sane, to give you hope, to know that spirit is not forsaking you, that you're not crazy, that this is crazy, this shit is nuts. All these things to keep you mentally balanced so this world doesn't take you out on a technicality because you stop eating and drinking and next thing you know you're having gastric issues and your whole body's pissed off at you. You don't need to go out like that. Save these dates. Pay attention to what I'm saying. Subscribe not only to this YouTube channel but to my program. I made it affordable, so there's no excuse. None. All right, now we got a couple of dates coming up. On the 29th is when all this good shit starts kicking off, okay? Now, I told you on the 15th, we have the new moon. I told you on the 21st, sun's going to be tiptoeing into Cancer. Well, on the 29th is when the Mercury retrograde starts in Cancer. So save that date. And on the 29th, because the universe just loves keeping us in some Jupiter's going to move into Leo. Now, I've already been feeling this. So my hint to everybody, Jupiter's going to ask you, where do you want to be in the main character of your life? For example, let's just say you've been working in computers your whole life. Now you want to do something different. Are you really ready to stand up and be seen? Because the spotlight will be on you. All right? And that's not a bad thing. especially if that's what you want, if that's what you need and that's what you're asking for. Now, the other side of that, you may find that you like it. You may find that it's not as bad as you thought. Okay? So, this energy, even though I know it's going to be challenging, and guys, you will be mentally taxed. This is why I'm telling you to save the dates and to pay attention to what I'm suggesting, because this is free info. And the more information you want, the more informed you're going to be, the calmer you're going to be, the better choices you make. What do you think? Is that making sense? Give me a thumbs up if it's making sense to you guys. So, the suggestion I'm going to give you for some aromatherapy, outside of lemon verbena, which you can get at Candles by Ari, is sandalwood. Sandalwood is one of those spiritual, tuned in aromatherapy scents that I feel like Spirit gave us to calm our asses down. Literally. When you smell something like a sensual scent as sandalwood, there's no way that you can get pissed off and angry and all that. If anything, you get turned on, sexually speaking, because it opens up that sensitive part of ourselves that we don't show enough of, in my opinion. We don't have enough safe places, where we can go and just be our giddy, silly, fun-loving selves. We don't have that all the time. That's why I'm creating it with the GAP program, the Guided Astrology Program. Because eventually we're going to have actual physical events, retro retreats, spiritual love-ins, maybe some sound classes. Because I do know a lot of people in the metaphysical community, and we're just starting to reconnect. So stick around, guys. Hang out with me. You want this information, all right? Especially going into the latter part of the year. Can you say Parsas, please? I'm not sure what you're saying. 4597. Are you saying Pisces? Is that what you're saying? Please clarify if you don't mind. Thank you. So, for the fire signs and the air signs, y'all are going to get sexy. I mean, you're talking like Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra, hooking up with Aries, Sagittarius, and Leos. Okay? Did I say it? Oh, thank you. I don't know sometimes. I try. I really, really, really try. So, for you guys, this fire air, sexy. Oh, that's the other thing. Romance. Leo loves romance. Well, actually, they like attention, which is the same thing as romance. So, if you've had your eye on someone or somebody's had that eye on you, I just spruce it up a little bit, put on a little bit more makeup, may put the girls up, wear a nice t-shirt. Don't get caught up in what you think you look like, because people are attracted to a lot of different things. But the number one thing that's so sexy is confidence. hmm Don't you want to be around a person who exudes that they can handle their business and they can make you feel good? I do. So that's another thing going into the second part of the year. And water signs, that's my Cancers, Pisces, and Scorpios. Don't worry about your romance. You got like this little beacon on top of your head, so you're going to be attracting a lot of people. Now you got to decide what to do with them. Now my earth signs, that's my Capricorns, my Tauruses, and my Virgos. Y'all just need to be open, because the thing about you with all this fire is you're going to be moving around so much that you may forget that you're attractive. I've had a couple of Tauruses do that to me. They're like, I'm pretty. Usually Taurus energy is gorgeous, like ruled by Venus, so it's really hard for them to be ugly. I'm not saying that they can't be. If you want to be ugly, you will figure out a way to be ugly. But in general, they usually got beautiful features. They're very nice to look on the eyes, and they usually have a certain demeanor about them because they're ruled by Venus. They're not trying to go out like no sucker. They are like, I'm good. So if you do attract a Taurus, rub their hands. They usually type a lot, and if you give them a good hand massage, you'll probably get more of their attention. I'm just saying, they're a touchy-feely group, but you got to start off neutral because they don't trust easy. They're always looking like, what? Friend or foe? What are you doing? It's just the earth sign thing. They're very practical, down to earth, which is beautiful. These qualities are great, but in a romantic setting, it can be a little prickly. Okay? You can give somebody the impression, and that's not what you were trying to say. So take your time, right? Because with this retrograde being in water, all right, our emotions are going to show up faster than our logic, if that makes any sense. So you may mentally think you're making sense, and really you sound like a crazy person. See, to me, the universe is trying to open us up to our blessings. Okay, these configurations are not by accident. If you are listening to me and you are really ready to hit your goals and aspirations, like, follow, subscribe, and join my GAP program for $9.99 for 1 month. If you don't like it, if it's not hitting the mark, just discontinue. But I assure you, the information that I'm putting out is designed for you to feel better about the choices that you have to make. Because sometimes, guys, we just have to make the choice. Things happen, people die, cars go left, situations fall short, and we have to maintain our mental balance. Does that make sense? We have to take care of our well-being, and it's not to put on society, because I think if you take care of yourself, you'll be more open to helping others. It's like what they say in for the airport. You know, when they say there's something happened, put the mask on yourself first and then go help others. That is the truest statement that I could possibly visually give you guys. Put the mask on yourself first so you can make sense, so that you can be of service, so that you're not burnt out on the side of the road dying because you're so busy trying to help that you're not strong enough to do what you're setting out to do. Am I making sense? Please hit me with the thumbs up in the check. Hi, Traction Love 1259. Thanks for joining. So this configuration and this information I'm talking about, I'll put the link in the description. You can download it for free. All right? Because the aromatherapy, the affirmation, the astrology, those things are real. You can affirm for whatever you want anytime, good or bad. You can pick up some aromatherapy scents. You probably do it unconsciously without thinking about it. So make a conscious effort to find a scent that calms your ass down. Okay? Just that one or two scents that when you smell them, you can breathe. All right? And the astrology, I'm giving you a free report. You can join my group to get more in-depth information. Become a part of my community, because this ecosystem is getting stronger and stronger. Like I said, we're going to be developing more in-house classes. For this month, I'm going to be teaching a class about why affirmations work. That's going to be on the 27th. Yeah, the 27th of this month at 3 o'clock. All my classes are done through Zoom. And I have a whole library of the classes that is available for some of the students that would like to participate. Okay? Now, for GAP members, those classes are free. That's a part of your privilege. All right? So for $9.99, you get an opportunity to come inside, be a part of the ecosystem, and actually enjoy yourself for a minute, because you get information. And information is key. If you can feel better about yourself, then you can make better choices. And those one or two things could save your physical being, guys. Literally. Because stress kills. It's no joke. It's been proven. Your blood pressure goes up. Your blood tightens. You don't get as much energy. You don't get as much oxygen to your body. Over a period of time, it takes a toll. I've seen extremely successful people burn out because they don't know how to take downtime. They don't know how to let go. They don't know how to just be in the moment. This is a powerful configuration that's happening. All right? And it doesn't happen all the time. Like I said, this Mercury retrograde on the 29th, along with Jupiter moving into Leo also on the 29th. So this is going to be one of those opportunities that I feel like you can manifest what you're asking for. You can actually get that money thing situated where you got that money coming in from different sources, not all your physical labor, but sometimes your money working for you. You want a love or a family, focus on that. That stuff comes with responsibilities. Prepare yourself, to have a lover, a family, a friend. Any of those things require you to be committed in a certain time level to those things for it to grow. So spend time with that. Take care of your physical bodies. I can't emphasize enough eating, sleeping, and just a fruit and a vegetable every day. I know it sounds like, oh, it's so obvious, but how many of us are really doing it? I asked you, did you do it today? Have you drank enough water? How's your sleeping? Get enough rest? Water. This is cold ass water in here. I love it. So I'm gonna do a recap. Because everything I'm talking about is in the report that I write once a month for you guys to have downloadable to keep in your repertoire so you can pull it up as needed. I don't know how much more simpler to make it. So, save some dates. This Sunday, we're going to be doing mindful guided meditation with me, Miss Ari Mack, all through Zoom. You can register at the class on candlesbyari.com. Definitely check out the featured candle this month, the lemon verbena. Okay, this is about communications, and we're about to go to a retrograde. We'll talk more about it, give you guys some heads up. And the more you're prepared for the retrograde, and when I say prepared, just have your favorite foods, have your comfy items, the stuff that you know keeps you mentally balanced. Like one client loads up on her favorite wines. Another one buys all her little snacks and make these little boards, like a couture board, those boards, but for herself. So she can have something to nosh on while she's going through her day. These things keep her sane because she already knows that her work's very intense, and when dealing with a lot of people, there will be misunderstandings. And you have to remain calm with those misunderstandings, because being upset and screaming and yelling does what? Who does it serve? How does anybody get a chance to grow and develop with that kind of energy? We don't. It restricts us. So make a choice, make a conscious decision to do better for yourself, starting with this free report. I just gave you a lot of the highlights. I didn't give you all of it because reading it, which is maybe 10 minutes, it's not a big read. It's chock full of information, though, that will help serve you in the future. See, I don't predict it, I plan it. That's my gift. And when I figured out that we can forecast what's about to happen, it's not a guaranteed science, okay? You still have free will. If you don't want to do something, you don't have to. But those stars above us, they're real. And this is actually happening. Now, we may not feel it, but the gravitational pull is happening every single millisecond. But because we have gravitation pulling us down to the earth, we're not walking around and floating. But that energy is still there. All right? It's much like astrology. It's dormant, but it's affecting you. Now, how deeply is up to you. So come to my mindful guided meditation. You don't have to talk. Just come with an open heart. And on, do you remember me? Charlotte, you got to give me a little bit of a hint, because all I see is a name right here. Did we meet in person or online? Let me know in the charts. Okay? So then on Wednesday, which is a little less than a week from today, we're going to do a day prayer circle, which you're also invited to. That's absolutely free. Once again, we do not talk. You put your prayers in the chat, and we actually pray on it online. Okay, I think I remember you. I think I do. How are you doing today? How's everything going? I hope it's going well. I hope you're blessed and divinely guided, and I hope this is helping you. So, and please come to the day prayer circle. It's going to be through Zoom. I don't think I'm going to go live on that. I think I'm just going to do it private, because I think it's important just for us to have time to just sit, meditate, and focus. Okay, so that's going to be on the 17th, absolutely free. And then, of course, we're going to have the affirmation class, which will be on the 27th. And then on the 29th, we'll have our last mindful guided meditation for the month. So we got 2 mindful meditations. We have a how affirmation works, right? In between, I'm doing reports, charts, and of course, coming live to you guys here. So do you see how all this energy is building up for you to have choice? For you to feel good about yourself? For you to know that you're not alone, that the universe is not forsaking you. There are no accidents. Everything happens for divine reason. But it's up to us to use our free will. And that's what I love about spiritual coaching. You give the choice, right? You just spell the information out, but not from a fear base, but from a strength of what are you trying to allow in your life? What do you really, really, really want to receive? What would make you happy? If you could snap your fingers, what would make you the happiest? And if you don't know right now, that's fine. I would ask during this retrograde coming up that you explore it. Okay? That you actually think about, what is my long-term visual goal here? What am I trying to happen in my life? And if it's just improving your environment, making more money, finding a honey, maybe expanding your family, Own that. Own that. Because the universe will help you attain that if you are open to doing the work and the changes that go into it. It's like dieting, guys. You can't say that you're trying to lose weight and you keep eating highly salty, high calorie, empty foods. Empty calories just stay on your ass. Okay? Where did you now? You know what? That is a piggy bank that I got when my daughter was like, I don't know, 6, because she saw it at, I think, like a Lowe's or a Home Depot. We were in some place doing some DIY stuff at the house. She fell in love with this thing, and I keep it up there because we put money in it. Like, she drops her little money in it. So I think I would say Home Depot, Lowe's, something like that. It was definitely one of those stores for DIY, maybe Ace. I don't know. I go to a lot of different stores because I do projects and stuff around the house. So yeah, and I get more comments about that. I looked it up. It's a wise woman. Is she okay? Yeah, yeah. She's good. She's good. But this thing gets more attention. And then you see my crystal right there. They don't say anything about the crystal. I got Wan Yin over here. That's the Chinese goddess of motherhood. And then another crystal. And then my ceremonial drum that I got when I was, like, a friend of mine brought it from Africa. So I keep things around me that remind me that I am rich, I am blessed, highly favored, and divinely guided. So I suggest you guys do the same. Find your little comfort zones. Find the stuff that makes you feel good. Keep it close by. Why not? What do you have to lose? Now, 29th is coming up. We got major shift on that day with Mercury starting that retrograde first time and Jupiter moving into Leo. It's going to be interesting. And you don't have to worry about it. Just make sure you guys, and this is for every single sign, have comfortable foods. And when I say comfy, that's your the food that makes you feel safe, that makes you feel good. Don't go crazy. All right. Your favorite drinks, be it cocoa, tea, water, coffee, wine, whatever. Your favorite pillows. All these things that's going to make you feel loved and appreciated and safe. Because the world is going to get very interesting. And we'll talk about that at a later time. Because there is going to be a lot of information from lower frequency people that are just scared. And if their belief system believes they're at the end of the rope and things are over for them, then it is for them. That doesn't mean it has to be for you. It's all about your mind consciousness and taking care of that. Peace is priceless. Please don't let anybody rob you of your peace. I don't care if it's family, friends, and people that have done you well. Don't let anybody make you feel less than. You are a spiritual being in a divine form that's being highly blessed to your rewards, but you got to own them. And when in doubt, just hush. Now, I do have episodes, previous episode when I was on iHeart, and it's called Spiritual Coaching with Ari Mack. If you want to take a listen to those, I got like 300 or 400 episodes up over there. This is about manifesting. That is my goal for everyone who listens to this show, feels that they have an opportunity to manifest what they're asking for. But they got to get in alignment. They got to get their spiritual fortitude up, and they have to believe in themselves. Bye, Charlotte. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So, download this free report. I just gave you all the highlights. I'll put it in the descriptions. Make sure you're getting plenty of rest. Okay? Drink your water. Eat a piece of fruit or a veggie at least once a day. All right? And drink your water. You'd be very surprised how that could be a huge game changer. Oh my goodness. Something about that cold water when it hits your throat. Ugh, yummy. Please like, share, and if you know someone who is looking for spiritual guidance and insight, please share this video with them. Go to my website, share the downloadable digital report, the astrology report. And just remember, you guys, that you're blessed. Spirit is not forsaking you. Just listen. Listen with your heart. And stop letting your head make you crazy. Because you're already nuts. Remember, you got these important dates come up. I hope to see you guys on Sunday. Register at candlesbyra.com. And then on Wednesday, absolutely free day prayer circle. Once again, this is a private event. It's through Zoom. You need to email me or hit me here to let me know if you're interested in participating. And don't forget, we have the free astrology report you can download now. I'll put that in the link. And of course, just remember you're blessed. The universe will never forsake you, nor with I. All right, stay blessed. I go live every Thursday, 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So I will see you again next week. Yeah? Stay blessed. Bye.